Greetings! Welcome to another one of these Resonance by Home cover videos. So, many of you know my previous video. I really appreciate the feedback on that video. I never thought it would. People would think that it was so good. So, thanks for that, I guess. But I found in the comments and in the video description as well that I've made a promise of making this song. At least I had plans of recreating the song with a drum machine with other instruments. And yeah, because the first video was just made with this JX3P and a microKOG, but today I thought I would give that a try. So we have the JX3 pair. You've seen that before. And I made this simple patch, really simple patch, really simple sequence. I mean, the patch is also quite simple, I guess. So we can hear that's kind of boring. So what I wanted to show you here, I have this Ana Echo effect pedal, and this thing is a delay pedal, which just gives off a really nice delay. So if we now just add this, so let's just start this again. It sounds a lot better. We can also adjust the rate here and the echo and intensity, but we don't really care for that. Now, another thing we also want to add is some reverb, and we could do this in software. We could do this with a separate box, but this mixer that I have, this is behringer thing. Has a built-in effect box. I think that says 19. And if I now just turn on the same patch again, and I turn on this knob right here, then we have some nice lush reverb. Or I don't know. I call it lush. It's nice nevertheless. So that's the synth part, and let's get over to the drums. So this is the drum machine I'm going to use in this cover. I have got it since the last video. It is a akai, a Rhythm Wolf. Really nice drum machine. It's an analog drum machine, so no samples or anything here. It's pure analog. And since it also is analog, it needs some time to warm up, especially for this this bass synth. Now we're not going to use the bass synth, although it is just a simple one oscillator bass synth, which you could use if you plug in a MIDI keyboard into the MIDI in. It's kind of nice, but as I said, it needs some time to warm up. But we're not going to use that anyway. But let's look at the sample. So we have a kick, snare, a perk, then we have 2 hi-hats. Now, one thing that this thing has, since it's a Rhythm Wolf, it has a howl button. And the howl button basically just distorts the sound. So if you take a listen to this without anything, it sounds kind of boring. But if we just have this as the max, and you can notice a lot of noise suddenly. So it really distorts it. Now, since it sounds as boring as it does without it, I'm just going to turn it up slightly so you can see how it sounds. So first of all, I'm just going to show you the simple pattern that I made. So the A pattern, play. Sounds kind of boring, rather boring. So let's give it a little bit of howl. Now if you turn this up to the max, it's kind of loud. So we want to have just a slight, and it really gives it just a little bit more dynamic, I guess. It stands out more in the mix, a little bit more high end, I guess. Yeah, more high end. We will say that. So yeah, and then I have the second pattern that I also have. So that's the drum machine, that's the drums that I'm going to use. So let's get to the next part. Okay, so this thing has a built-in sequencer with a rate button. And this thing has a built-in tempo, I guess. Whatever, it's set to 85 beats per minute. Now, I could try, but I would basically never ever find 85 beats per minute in this rate knob. It is an analog knob, so you will never be able to put in exactly 85 beats per minute. So they won't work together unless you have something special. And then that is where this cable comes in. So I have this cable. It is a just a simple MIDI jack to dual 6.3mm jacks. Now if I plug this into the sequence trigger in on the JX3P, and I go to the Akai Rhythm Wolf, then you see I have this MIDI jack plugged in into the gate trigger out. Oopsie. What that means is that this drum machine, can trigger the JX3P synth with a simple control voltage, and that works really well. So if I now just trigger the JX3P, simple, really simple, just turn on this thing, then you can hear that they both work. They are both synchronized with each other, which is really nice. It makes my life so much easier than doing this in post, because basically if I set this to a random one and I set this thing to that random one afterwards, they're just gonna slowly fall out of each other, which isn't ideal. So this gate trigger, really nice, and it's gonna help me a lot. So next step, the third element that we need in this song, or that I want to add in this cover, is a bass guitar. Now, I recently just got this bass guitar, and I'm not really good at the bass guitar, but I will give it a try. And if you have any tips on how to play bass guitar more accurately or better, if you feel that this is bad, then please just leave it in the comments. I know I'm not really that well at it, but I will give it a try. So, and that's just a simple bass line, which matches kind of what's in this song, which is this. Okay, so that's just a simple bass line. Nothing really more than that. And that's when I'm gonna add this song. So the next step will be the summary of what we have achieved. Now that we have our drum machine, it's set to the correct pattern and preset, even though it doesn't have any presets. It's connected to the JX3P through the trigger output, and we have our bass guitar and our bass riff already. So the next step will just be the final song that I made with this, and I hope you enjoy it. So here's my second take at the song Resonance by the artist Home. Enjoy.